All right, everybody, welcome into the Tuesday edition of the training. Let's see what's going on. If you are new to Dubb, if you don't mind, if you could put a one in the chat, if you're new to Dubb and your industry, that would be really helpful. If you're maybe on a free trial or maybe you're just getting going with Dubb or you're just checking us out, a one in the chat would be awesome in your industry. And then two, if you're returning, that would be great. I do see some returners in here. It's always nice to have the returners back, which is very cool. And welcome to the new folks. Let's see. Let's see, Jules put a one in there. Realtor. So, Jules, let me come over to you. If you'd like to say hello, you're more than welcome. Let me come over and unmute you if you want to say hi here. Let me just find you in the list. There you are. If you want to say hi, go ahead, Jules, if you'd like to. If not, you can say hi in the chat if you're busy on that side, but you can unmute if you'd like to and say hello.
Hi,
Uh,
everybody.
hey,
Hi.
good to meet you. How's everything down in San Antonio?
Oh, it's chilly, but it's good. We're doing good out here.
Fantastic. What's buyers, sellers, FISBOs, expireds? Who do you normally work with?
Buyers. I've done all of it, and I love buyers and luxury. It's a lot of fun for me.
Oh, that's awesome. That's fantastic. What about in terms of video? Is this your first time kind of jumping into video, or where do you kind of stand with that?
I'm really shy, and I need to get myself out there. That's my goal this year is to get out with videos, email videos, texting videos. So that's why I'm here.
That's great. Yeah, we have a lot of yeah, I think just from working with people over the years with video coaching and everything, it really just comes down to, believe it or not, kind of like with everything, but the repetition of doing it where you're like instead of sending that text
Right.
email, I'm going to record a quick video. And I think with a lot of the industries that we have, like especially real estate, coaching, consulting, mortgage, financial, very trust-based, relationship-based things. So seeing you and hearing you and getting your take on these things, it's a big part of it.
I agree.
Yeah. Well, thanks for being
I
here.
look forward to it. Thank you.
Yeah. If you have any questions, feel free to throw them in the chat.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. And then let's see, I saw another couple ones in here. Let's see. Olivia. Hi, Olivia. Let me come over to you just to say hello. Let's see, where are you in the list here? Trying to find you. There you are. Hey, Olivia. If you want to say hi, feel free. If not, you can say hi in the chat if you're busy on your side.
How are you?
Good. Good to meet you, Olivia.
Nice to meet you. I'm pretty much a new realtor right now, so I'm working with buyers, sellers, and then I'm also getting into the investment side. So soon I will be working with investors solely.
That's great. Yeah, so you got the three split right now, but eventually to be that one that you're focusing on. Got it.
Yeah.
How about video wise? First kind of time
I
record.
love videos and I love editing videos and doing all sorts of different edits. I just got in touch with someone who actually does editing, so
Mhm.
that'll be great. I'm closing on a home hopefully next month with my buyers. It's an oceanfront property, so I'm definitely going to do a really cool video shoot for that.
Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations on that. That's
Why,
pretty sweet.
thank you.
Yeah, you can
Videos
do
are
the
important.
do you do drone video footage with your brokerage that you work for? Do you guys have a
I
drone?
actually hired somebody for one of my previous listings for
Uh,
drone footage, and then I also have another contact for drone footage. It's key if you want the really good videos.
yeah, yeah, that would be neat because you can do with the Dubb desktop app, you can put yourself on top of the drone video, and some real estate folks who use Dubb have done that where they're on the screen saying, "Hey, check out this for you," and it kind of flies through the middle of it, so it's pretty cool.
Yes, exactly. That's one of the transitions that I love.
Yeah, neat. Well, thanks for coming in here, Olivia. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat.
Of course, thank
Yeah,
you.
good to meet you. And then I see, let's see, Sean. I think Sean had a one in there as well. Hey, Sean, let me come over to you, Sean. Let me just find you in our list here. Where are you, Sean? There you are. Hey, Sean, can you hear me okay? You should be able to unmute on your side if you can. If not, hey, Sean. Looks like you're off mute, like you're unmuted, but I can't hear you, unfortunately. Sean, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, good to meet you, my friend.
Nice to meet you.
So, what brings you our way?
Just in the financial services industry, and there's guys that are using it already, and it was just kind of this is the platform we're using. So signed up.
Great. Nice.
Yep,
Yeah, you're like, hey, how do I use this thing?
exactly.
Okay,
Ours
very
is
cool.
ours is kind of more for what's the word? I guess familiarity,
Mm,
if that's a word, and
yeah.
trying to create a familiar face
Yep.
constantly in front of potential new prospects.
Yeah, because it's kind of like pretty much goes hand in hand, especially with financial advising and advice and strategy. Having that person that you're having that relationship with is kind of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and the marketing that we're doing, oddly enough, is 100% virtual. So
Oh,
we're
got it.
never even meeting the people in the live world. So uh, it's a very interesting platform. So
Yep.
video is highly important.
You're just meeting in the matrix.
Correct.
Yeah, no, I got
Correct.
it. That's right. Okay, well, cool. Well, thanks for coming in, Sean. Good to meet you. We're
Thank
gonna be
you.
going
Nice to meet
through
you.
different examples as kind of when we run through. So if you have any questions, let me know.
Okay.
Sweet. Thanks, Sean. And let's see. Was there another one in there? Let me check our ones. Steve. Let me pop over to you real quick, Steve, and then we'll get moving in here. Hey, Steve, if you can hear me okay, looks like you're in wealth management. How are you, Steve?
Very good, Rob. How are you?
Yeah, good to meet you. So what's kind of the focus here? Like kind of prospecting, client comm, all the above?
Yeah, yeah, very similar to what Sean said.
Yeah.
I've done some work with video. It's like what was said earlier. I reiterate what was said earlier. Everybody needs
Yeah.
more practice.
Yeah.
Get up at bats a few more times. So I think the aspect of using it through email is pretty strong. Um,
Yeah.
it's kind of funny. I spoke to someone recently who's gotten really good at video, and they actually said this is an interesting tidbit that instead of shooting texts or emails to clients wishing them a happy birthdays, he
Yeah.
just got in the habit of jumping on his phone, recording a short video, and sending that as a happy birthday. And he got a lot better at being on video just by practicing. That was like practicing and practicing. So for whatever that's worth, that's my contribution for today, and that's what I plan on doing. Thanks.
That's awesome. Appreciate it. Well, good to meet you, Steve.
Thank
Um,
you.
cool. Well, listen, welcome to everybody and the returners coming back in. We're going to jump in now just because of time. We're going to start moving. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run through the basics of Dubb, different ways to record, give use cases on each one. Like, hey, if you're in this industry, this would work good here. And then these trainings are going to be on our Dubb support channel on YouTube. So Dubb support on YouTube. We'll drop that in the chat here. And everybody, Ina's here with me as well. Hey, Ina. And Ina is our expert with Dubb. How are you, Ina?
Good, good. Hey guys.
So if you have any questions in the chat, I already see kind of a few in there. Ina's going to be kind of managing that as we move along, and we'll kind of reconvene in a little bit. But thanks so much for showing up for the returners and for the new folks. All right, let's jump in. All right, let me share my screen here, and let's talk about what this means in terms of when someone gets a dub video. So let me share it here, and here we go. Okay, so when someone gets a dub video, they're going to see an animated video GIF preview that looks just like this right over here. So it's the first 3 seconds when you hit record. So whatever way you're recording in dub, when you hit record, that first 3 seconds, whatever you're doing jumping jacks, waving, whatever it is, that's going to be the animated preview that someone's going to see. You can technically change that inside of dub. It's just like a little slider in the video. If you like a different visual part of the video, you can choose that as the thumbnail, or you can upload your own. But when you're recording these to be efficient, because you're probably gonna do a bunch of them, you want to be able to realize, okay, I want to be ready when I hit record and have everything ready to go. Now, this right here has elements to it. The movement, the animated part, are you pointing, smiling, something really simple? And what's the context and the reason you're going to want to get someone to want to click on this thing? So you'll notice here I'm saying, what's your hook? On the little whiteboard right there. What's your hook? So in general, before I show you the different ways to record here, you want to figure out what your hook is. So whether it's one-to-one or one-to-many, what is the reason for the video? What do you want them to do? So we have found a pretty good strategy where if you use AI like a ChatGPT or a Gronk Gemini, or even within Dubb, if you use Auto, our AI guide that sits right here at the top, if you ask the AIs, look, here's my ICP, my ideal client profile. Here's why I'm reaching out to that person in the group. Here's what I want them to do. And you can even ask the AI, look, what are the challenges within that industry right now? You're probably going to know anyway. But the key question you want to ask the AI is, can you give me a hook that's 5 to 6 words? Give me 20 different, 30 different versions of them. 5 to 6 word hooks that I can use in my videos to get someone to want to click on this and to bring value. It's going to give you that list of 5 to 6 words. The reason we say 5 to 6 words is because on this whiteboard in this particular style, I think the whiteboard holds like 30 something characters. 4, 5, 6 words in that range is pretty good. It also works good for your subject line up here for the hook. So once you've gone through the list that it gives you, you give it a human pass, put it in your own voice, give it notes. Once you've decided the hooks that you like, Then it's about how do you kind of, display them to the people that you're sending this out to. This version right here, I recorded from the Dubb website recorder, the webcam. I got the Dubb mobile app on my phone, and the Dubb mobile app has a little whiteboard feature where you can type. So this style right here is really probably the most direct style you can do because you're literally holding the message right up to the person like this. So it's good for like an introduction. Maybe you're following up with someone. Maybe it's an update to your group of contacts. Anything that you can think of in terms of this is the information or question or thing I want you to know about. Now, this style from the webcam, you also can do something like this. You can drop a virtual background behind you. So it could be someone's profile, it could be an article you want to share, it could be a screenshot of an action someone took, it could be a website. And if you're in real estate, you could have a property behind you. Like this, someone's interested in property, put it behind you. And you also can hold up the whiteboard at the same time, either with the property address or the statement or question or the value that you want to give. So behind you can give context, right here can be the hook. So if I had that same profile behind me, I could have another, whiteboard question or statement right there. So you can do one or the other or both. And these are pretty good in terms of creatively being very straightforward with what your message is with context. Now, you also can record with Dubb screen recording videos. So this one right here was done with the Dubb Chrome extension. It's a browser-based screen recorder. So any website that you want to be on top of and you want to walk someone through something, this is a nice way to be able to do it. So what you would do is just Google Dubb Chrome extension. You'd pin it right up here in the browser. It's like a three-step process. And then you can put yourself on top of anything within the browser. So you can see I use the annotation tools here. And notice I have again the whiteboard inside that bubble. Now I could have just been waving and pointing, and that works. We know it's a market update because the title is right there. But why not take it another step with an additional hook that we talked about inside there? Yeah, it's a market update, but there's been a big change in the market. So whatever your industry is, think about what's that additional hook that you can provide even when you're showing your screen right there. There's also another screen recorder that we have called the Dubb desktop app. The Dubb desktop app is like a drone that pretty much flies over the top of everything on your computer. You can go on top of websites, videos, documents, Canvas slides, whatever you want, PowerPoint slides, whatever it is, and you can be right on there. You even can crop in closer. So the website I pulled up here, I cropped in because I wanted to make a point on something. So there are differences between the Chrome and the desktop that we'll look at in a little bit, but they're both really good screen recorders. And then you also have the mobile app. So the Dubb mobile app, you can do a virtual background behind you. You can have text on screen like you see right here. You also can type that hook that we talked about. Put it above, below, different font color sizes, wherever you want to put it there. And you also can use picture in picture. This has been really popular with real estate folks over the years because you're able to obviously show what's in front of you and be on the screen at the same time. So it uses both cameras on the phone. If you're not in real estate, if you're at an event, maybe you're at Chamber of Commerce or at a live event somewhere, and you want to record the crowd in front of you, kind of say what's going on, send that video out to your clients as an update, or maybe post on social media. This is a nice thing to be able to do. If you're with a client and you're just together, and maybe you want to do a quick little video testimonial slash interview, you could have them sitting across from you, hit record, and then you're on the screen with them there in the frame, and you can talk to them that way. You also could pull up a website where maybe you wanted to show something. Take your phone, physically just lean into the computer and show what you want. And then you're able to do this a little different creatively. The whole point is for someone to see these things and get a little bit of context, have that hook, and then want to click. Now, when someone does get the video and they do click on it, they're going to be taken to what we call in Dubb terms a preset. And this is just our term for a customized landing page right here. Now, on this page, you're going to have a few things. You're going to have your logo right over here. You're going to have the initial video you created right here in the middle. And then you're going to have playlist videos that are going to play right after this video that you've created. It's going to be seamlessly run right into the next one. If you didn't say anything in the first video as far as ending the video and the next one started, it would almost feel like the same one, still part of the same video. But the reason the playlist exists is because not only can you give more education to someone and more reason to want them to take next steps, you also can record one video one time that's basically your pitch video. A minute, minute and a half, why someone should work with you. And it will always play right after because these initial videos that you create, the ones we were just talking about, those should be about that hook we mentioned. It's 30 to 40 seconds, get in, get out, have them take an action. And then secondarily, it's more important about, who you are, your background, how you can help, that kind of thing. It's really more important about that hook. And then below here, you have your buttons, your call to action buttons, your CTAs. What would you like someone to do after they've consumed the content? Booking a time in your calendar is probably the most popular button in sales. So you'd have that there, your calendar link. You also can have your website link. You can have them with the email me back button. You can have them fill out a form, a link to an external form. You could have them download a document, a guide, a listing agreement, a contract. You could have them check out a case study. You could have them leave a review. So there's a number of choices you can have below here. If you do have multiple buttons, I would go in order of importance from left to right. Now, in this playlist up here, you'll notice there is Dubb testimonials is the last one. It kind of completes the loop here. If you do have video testimonials, this is a good spot for it. If you don't, this button right down here in the call to actions, reply with video, is a really good way people over the years with Dubb have gotten video testimonials. So what you can do is record a video, have that button below it. Hey, this is Rob. Listen, thanks so much for using Dubb. Would love to get a video testimonial from you. All you need to do is click the reply with video button below. You don't need to download anything. And let me know, what have you enjoyed about the platform? Or whatever questions you would ask, they send the video back to you. You get a notification inside of Dubb that you got a video reply. Make it part of the playlist. And again, this has been a really good experience that's worked for Dubb users over the years, right in here. And then off to the right, you have your AI assistant called SIA, your Sales Interactive Assistant. Now, it's not a necessity that you have it on the page. You can just turn the button off inside of Dubb. But we've gotten good feedback from it where when people land here, sometimes they have questions before they want to take that next step. So over here to the right, you can have up to 20 FAQs, three of them will show. You can ask the AI a question. And when the AI gives its answer, it's going to push for your desired outcome at the end. So it wants to keep the momentum going. Now, the AI is educated inside of the Dubb platform with individual website pages. It will physically learn what's in text on the pages. And you also can upload a PDF as well. So you can do one or the other or both, and the AI will become educated on what you need it to know, and it will help you end up closing these deals here. And it's been a really good tool for people so far. Now, the landing pages themselves, these preset landing pages, when you think about your audience, you want to have a preset landing page for different segments of your audience. If I was in recruiting and I worked with employers and candidates, I would want a preset landing page for the candidates, preset landing page for the employers. Same thing for all the splits in real estate, buyers, sellers, FSBOs, expired, commercial, residential. Same thing for insurance, financial, coaching and consulting, mortgage. Any of those different splits where there's a different message to that audience, why not have a preset landing page that speaks to that? And when you get on a paid plan with Dubb, one of the first things that we do is the team meets you in Zoom and they help you set up these pages, the buttons, get everything ready to go so you can get those videos out. And all of it's tracked. So you're going to know, did someone open the email? Did they click on the buttons? Did they interact with the AI? Did they watch the videos? And if they did, what is that watch percentage? So you can follow up in a really smart way because you know what they've consumed. Now, as far as recording these videos, how would we record these different styles? So this webcam video right here, how would we record that? So inside of Dubb, in the Dubb dashboard, there's a red camera icon that sits right up here at the top. When you select this here, you have the ability to upload a video into Dubb, or you can record from your webcam. So to have the whiteboard, you're going to get the Dubb mobile app on your phone. Just search Dubb app. And when you have it, here's the mobile app. And there's a little button at the top, that square button right there with the person in the corner. When you select that, that gives you a place to type. And all you have to do is type your hook that we talked about, type it, turn it, and there it is, right here, just like this. And if you want to have your virtual background behind you, just go below, select virtual background. We have a bunch of stock stuff down here, but why not make it count in terms of meaningful stuff? So go here, and this is where you would upload all the stuff we just talked about, websites, people's profiles, screenshots of an action, article you want to share, properties, whatever it is that's meaningful, upload it in here, creates a library for you, then just select the one that you want, and it's going to put it behind you just like this. You just want to make sure that you have a good front light, like a ring light here in front of me here, or you have a natural light or a combination of both. I usually talk a lot with my hands, so I try to keep my hands within my shoulders. I kind of go T-Rex dinosaur arms, in here, so I can't go outside. If you do go outside, you're going to lose them into the soup a little bit. So I would keep them right in here. And like I said, you can do a combination of both, one or the other, or both at the same time. Now, every Dubb recording option has the option for a teleprompter. So if you want to access a teleprompter here, you're going to click right up into here. And when you do, see how the first thing says create new script? You obviously have to have a script saved into Dubb first. So if you click create new script, it'll take you into scripting inside of the platform and just save your script. Now, once you have the script saved, then you can access it. So click up here, either scroll to find a script that's in here, or you can search for a script by title if you'd like to. Once the script comes down, physically, I would be about arm's distance away from an eyeline perspective. Let the words flow up into the top eyeline. If you want to check your speed of the teleprompter, it's right here. You can adjust it up or down. You can hit the play button to see if you like it. If you feel like you're going too quickly, you probably are. Unless you're, recording something where you're really excited, that would make sense. You can back the text off here and you can zoom it in here. And if you want to make any real-time editing, the pencil icon right here, you can make some changes because sometimes, the way it's written and then when you actually, read it out loud, it can feel a little different. So you might want to make those changes. Now to record it, this is what it would look like. I'm going to hold up my hook here. I'm going to hit record in the middle and here we go. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use video, automation, and contact management to create connections, conversations, and conversions. And I can hit the pause button right down here and I don't have to do the whole thing at once, and then click it again to resume. And to delete the video, just tap the red X and you're able to delete it if you want to. And then if you want to save this video into Dubb, just select the blue check mark here, and that's going to save it into the platform. If you want to close the teleprompter, just tap it. So this is probably the most straightforward way you can communicate either with a message here or a message behind or a combination of both. So I'm going to hit the check mark here, and this is going to save this video into the Dubb platform. Anytime you save a video into Dubb, it's going to take you to the video edit page inside of the platform. And this is where you can do some things. So I'm just going to choose a different video because that one's still transcoding. Let's just grab this one right here. So what you can do at the top here is you can click the little pencil icon, change the title internally, if you like, or give it a name, and click the check mark when you're done. You have the ability to download the MP4 version of any video that you record and save into Dubb. So it's really good in case you want to add it to something else, you want to upload it to social channels, having the MP4 raw video is really good. All the way over here to the right, under the big blue share and send button, there's a little square with an arrow. This button right here is going to give you a preview of what your video looks like on a preset landing page. So you can click it here, opens a new tab. Okay, great. There's my video, there's my buttons, my playlist, I got my AI. All right, everything looks good. Now, if I wanted to change that, I can click the little drop down here and notice how it says Rob's preset with a green check next to it. That is my default preset landing page. That means anytime I record something, that's the page that's going to be attached to it every time, unless I change it to another preset landing page that I have created, and it will change everything about the background. You also can upload your video to YouTube if you have a YouTube channel. Down here, you have analytics. You have an AI coach here called Kyra. So if you want immediate feedback on the video you just created, you have the ability to get that here. Just click generate. It'll give you delivery analysis and visual and content feedback. And over here to the right, you have activity. So this is where you can really drill down on what we were talking about before. Anyone clicking on the buttons? Are they opening the email? Are they watching the video? If they are, what's the watch percentage? You also have a details tab. This details tab will always remind you that these are the buttons you have below your video. This is the AI sales assistant you have on your page. And this is the playlist of videos that will play after the video you've created. And you can delete or add any of these right here if you'd like to. Now, if you already sent this video out to someone and you wanted to make the adjustments, but you just didn't get time to do it, you absolutely can still do it and it will refresh on the other side for the other person. You also have an editing tab. So any video you save into Dubb, you always can edit it. So you can hit the play button. Activity report. You can drag your timeline. Let's just say I want to drag it to this cut point right here. I can hit the scissor icon right here. It'll split the clip in two. Hit the play button or drag it to my second cut point. Let's just say it's there. Scissors. And now just tap the one you want to get rid of. It will be highlighted in orange. And then all you have to do is click the trash can and it's gone. And if you want to bring everything back, just click undo, 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 and you're right back to where you started. The design tab is what I was talking about in the beginning, where when you hit record with Dubb, the first 3 seconds repeats. Well, in here is where you can drag this. And if you like a different part of the video visually, just find the thing you like better and then click generate thumbnail, or you can upload your own. So we recorded a video, we have it on a preset landing page, and now we just want to send it. So if we open up our Gmail here, in this case Gmail, But some best practices when you send a video by email, always have the word video in the subject line. It's the very first thing someone sees. It is still very rare that you do see that. And then you want to have your hook that we talked about next, a little bit of text in here in terms of why they should watch the video. And then you can add it in two ways. So, first, from inside the platform, there's always that big blue share and send button. Select that here, put that email of the person you're sending it to get at that advanced tracking, add a little personalization text as a banner at the top if you'd want to do that. Click copy for email, and then it's just a copy and paste, and you drop it in just like that. Now there's also a shortcut. So if you have Gmail or Outlook 365, notice the Dubb button right down here in Gmail, right there. That button is there because you have the Dubb Chrome extension screen recorder pinned up here at the top that we're going to look at in a second. In Gmail, it's there, and Outlook 365, it's off to the right. But when you select that button there, it opens up the recorder. And then you'll notice down here to the bottom right, I'm scrolling through my video library. So what I do is find the video that I want, click Advanced Options, put the email in for the tracking, add the personalization text if I want to, and then just drop it in. And I'm able to add it in just like that. So you can add it in with a shortcut or from within the platform. Now, as far as screen recording, this is what we're going to be looking at right now. The Dubb Chrome extension right here. Anything browser-based, any website you want to be on top of. And we're going to use LinkedIn as an example here. So if I pull up my website, here's LinkedIn. I'm going to get the Dubb Chrome extension right up here at the top. I'm going to open it up, and it's going to physically put me on the page, just like you see right here. So you want to think about a couple things here. Size of your webcam, shape, and placement. So size can be done right here at the corner. I can drag this and make it a custom size. I also can change my shapes to different shapes. I would just try to aesthetically match the page that you're on. I'm going to stay in a circle because Ruben's in a circle. And then put yourself in an interesting spot. I'm going to go right next to him, right here. And then inside here, you can zoom yourself in if you want a tighter frame. You can back yourself up. You can physically move yourself around inside of this frame. You can jump to full screen, make your point, go back to the page. You can turn your camera off if you'd like to and just do an audio walkthrough, or you can be on camera. You can use your headshot if you'd like to. And if you are live, you have the ability to put a virtual background behind you as well, just like we did before. You have your annotation tool right over here to the left. You have a teleprompter, just like the webcam. This one's a little different because this one you can physically move around your screen. You also can manipulate the sides like this. You just click in here and find the script like we did before. You can control your speed, just like this. You can hit the play button like we did, and you can back the text off or zoom it in. Now, to use the teleprompter with the Dubb Chrome extension, just a quick note here. Because the Dubb Chrome extension is browser-based, you don't want to go full screen in your browser if you're going to use the teleprompter, because if you do, it's going to hide the teleprompter tab. You won't be able to physically tap on it to use it. So you want to leave a little bit of a gap. So when you hit record, you can physically take your mouse, tap it, and bring it forward, and you're able to use it. Now, as far as the additional messaging here, I'm going to bring my hook in that we talked about. I'm also going to decide right over here what orientation I want to record in. Camera, if I click camera all the way to the right, that's going to open up like a webcam. If I do tab, which is what I'm on right now, and I hit record, it'll be a nice clean cut of this page without the tab mess at the top. And if I go screen, it's going to get my entire computer screen. So if I want to take Ruben on a tab journey and say I want to show you this site, I would hit record on full screen. I'd jump over to the next tab and you would see that there. But I'm going to stay on tab on this one. I'm going to pull my hook up. I'm going to hit record over to the right. I'm going to choose my tab. You can see it right there. Click share, and here we go. Hey, Ruben, what's going on? I wanted to send you this quick video here because not only are you in technology, but you, my friend, are also an author, which is pretty cool. So I did my 3-second animated preview, me taking an action, and then I decided to jump to full screen. When you do these screen recordings in general, jumping to full screen is a nice way to break the visual, make your point about something, and then go back to the page. You can do that by hovering over your webcam with your mouse and double clicking the screen to go back. Or you also can hover over and click this little square right here. Click it here, brings you here, and click it to go back. You also can click it on the control panel at the bottom. It says expand webcam here. Click it here to go back. You also can scroll around and be very free flowing when you're doing these videos. Or if you want to be a little more regimented, hit the pause button down the bottom. Stop the recording. You don't have to do it all at once. And then click it again to resume. If you want to use the annotations over here to the left, you can do arrows on your screen. You can do underlining. You can put things in numerical order of importance. You can draw on the screen. You can do text if you'd like to. And all of these annotations are going to stay sticky when you use them. So you can continue down the page and they're not going to follow you, which is really nice. So if you're thinking about reaching out on LinkedIn, any website that you want to share where you're going to walk someone through something visually, the Chrome extension is a nice quick browser ways to do it. I'm going to hit the check mark again below, and the check mark again is going to save this video inside of Dubb to the video edit page where we were before. Now, if I want to share this video with Ruben that I just recorded for him, how would I do that? Well, on LinkedIn, you want to make sure you're a connection first. So you want to be connected, and then you want to be able to click the message button down the bottom. And then when you do that here, it's going to open up the messenger. And then down the bottom, there is going to be, let me refresh the page here because it should show up. There's going to be a little Dubb button. There it is. The little Dubb button down the bottom, like we saw with Gmail. So when you select this button here, you're again able to find your video to the right, click insert video. You even can change the text here, and then you're able to send it. And then Ruben's going to see that nice animated preview when he gets it, which is different than a lot of other people that are sending messages on LinkedIn. Okay, so the next screen recorder we're going to look at in comparison to what we just showed is the Dubb desktop app. So all you have to do is Google Dubb desktop app, download it for Mac or PC, and then when you do, the little Dubb symbol that you see here on a Mac will be at the top, on a PC it will be at the bottom, and you have some options in here. I'm going to select View Quick Menu. It's going to pop it up like this, and you can do a number of things with the desktop app. So as a reminder, the desktop app can go on top of anything on your computer. It's like a drone that flies over the top. So I'm going to choose record screen, and we're going to compare what we just saw with the Chrome to what the desktop can do. So similarity wise, you can do all the same stuff in the bubble you just did with the Chrome. All of that's right here. The annotation tool, you can do all the same annotations. The only difference is these will follow you down the page. So you need to use them and then delete them and then move on. The teleprompter is the same where you can physically move this wherever you want to, but different in the fact that when you do go to start to read the script, one of the first choices you're going to see right here is auto track, which is voice recognition. So if you wanted to go at your own pace, you have the ability to do that with the desktop app. Now, if you like the scroll speed and you want that instead, just click this button closed, and now you can control the speed up or down any way you like it. Now, as far as recording itself, here's another difference here. There is a red slash right down here at the bottom. If I was to hit record right now, it would get my entire computer screen. If I get rid of the red slash by clicking on it, now I have a drop down of choices in terms of the border of what I'm recording. Right now it's on custom, which means I can take this and crop around anything I would like to crop around. Whether it's a document, video, Canvas slide, website, whatever it is, I can get very specific. Whatever's inside the blue lines will be part of the recording. I also can go landscape if I'd like to, like this, and I also can go portrait if I want to do a social media video right from my desktop in the proper orientation to do that. Now, the last part is the difference in the recording itself here. When I hit the record button, here we go. I'm going to get my 3, 2, 1 countdown, and here I am recording. I can pause and resume. The big difference here is the check mark. When I hit the check mark, it's not going to save this into Dubb like it did before. When I hit the check mark with the desktop app, it's going to open up a preview window, and you're going to see that I just recorded a clip. So the desktop app is a clip recorder, whereas the Chrome extension was just one video you pause and resume. The cool thing about clip recording is that you can drag and drop videos into your computer if they're an MP4 file. So you really can build out a story here. Now, I just recorded a screen recording clip. So how would I continue recording now? Down to the bottom left, you have 3 creative choices to record. All the way to the left, it's going to say record screen video. I'm going to select that. It's going to take me right back to where I was, and I can record in the same format that I just did the first clip, like this. And I could have changed it to a different, tab or whatever I wanted to show next. The point is it's in the same format. So there is my second clip. And I can move these clips around in any order I would like. I also can click the 3-dot menu and download or delete each individual clip. Now, the next choice down at the bottom left creatively is to record from your webcam. I can select that there, and then this clip Could be either my opening, it could be something where I really want to make a point about something. The point is visually it's going to look different than the other clips that you recorded. And then you can put this wherever you'd like it. The last choice down to the bottom left is what's called Dubb Narrator. Dubb Narrator gives you the ability to play a pre-recorded video inside of a bubble and put it on top of anything that you would like. So if I sat at my camera with my webcam, and I had a teleprompter script pulled up, and I talked about a market update, and I recorded it, me talking directly to camera about it. I saved it into Dubb. Then here, what I can do is click Dubb Narrator, go into my video library. Let's pretend this is the video I recorded about the market. Pull up the market website, frame it however I want to frame it, put me on top of it, and now the pre-recorded version of me is going to do the talking. And then it'll give you the ability to pause and resume this, and then you can save it as well. And then again, you can physically move these around. Now, once you're ready to combine your clips here into one video, you can either click the upload button to the bottom right, it will combine them, upload them into Dubb, or you can select the edit button to the bottom right. When you select the edit button, it's going to merge them together, and then you can do an edit, very similar to the edit that we did inside of the Dubb platform earlier. You can do that right here in the app before you even save it into the platform. You also can click the Smart Cut button right here, and this gets rid of all the silences in your videos. If you want a tighter cut, the pink areas are the silences, and you can get rid of those if you'd like to. Then you can download the MP4, and then you can upload it into the Dubb platform. The only time I've downloaded the MP4 before I've saved it is if it was a longer video. I was doing like a YouTube video. In that case, if it was really long, I would have downloaded each individual clip just to be safe. But most of the time, when you're doing these videos, you can just click upload. Now, the next kind of recording we're going to look at is the mobile app. So the mobile app is very similar to the desktop app because it's also a clip recorder, but obviously it can do some other stuff on here. So when you have the Dubb mobile app, this is what this is going to look like. It's going to open up here. Let's see. Let's see if it's going to allow me to share. Hold on one second. Oh, you know why? Because it's not plugged in. That would help if I plug it into the computer. All right, hold on. Most of the time, 9 times out of 10, it's usually human error. So the computer's like, hey, it's you're the human making the error here. All right, let me reshare here. Here we go. All right. So when you have the Dubb mobile app, here's how you would record something. So you have the mobile app here. Here's the home area. You're going to select the blue camera button at the bottom, and it's going to open up your camera to record. Now, when you first use the mobile app, it will always be defaulted for 1 minute. There are other specific times you can use. I always slide mine over to 10 minutes. That way I won't get cut off. It'll stay sticky every time you open it to that part there. To record, tap the circle, and now you're recording. Timer here and timer on the button. If you want to pause the video, you can do that, pause and resume. And to end the recording, just tap the circle again, and there is the clip that you have just recorded. This clip has been automatically downloaded to my phone in my video photo area, so in case I need to access it, I have the ability to access it. I'm going to hit record one more time just so we have multiple clips in here. Each clip has to be at least 2 seconds. There's my second clip. And I can physically move these around with my finger. I can take my finger, hold one for a second, and slide it. So again, you don't have to record chronologically. And if I tap a clip individually, I can delete, trim, and if I select edit, it gives me the ability to do a number of things. Over here to the right, I can add music to it if I want to. We have a whole library of music that you can choose from. Just make sure your voice levels are adjusted so the music doesn't overwhelm you. You also can do text on the screen like I showed in the beginning. So click the text icon, and then you can come in here and you can type your hook that we talked about. Give it a different color, font, size, place it wherever you want to. You have the ability to do that.
Each clip has to be
You
at least
also
two
have the ability,
seconds.
whoops. Yeah, there we go. You also have the ability to do a voiceover if you want to do that. Just click the voiceover tab, hold it down, and do a voiceover of this clip, or you can do a voiceover at the end. You also can speed up the action if you want to. If you have a nice action clip that you recorded, you can do all the way up to 10x if you want. You also can add burned in subtitles here, or you can add them at the end. These icons right over here, to find out what they do, just click the tooltip at the top right, and that's going to give the titles to everything here. And then for a countdown timer, I always go 3 seconds with this button. I feel 3 seconds is kind of the perfect amount of time when you hit record to be able to ready to go. We have a 10-second version if you want to do that. Maybe if you had like a wireless mic and you were further away and you needed the time, but that's the button right there. If you want to do video stabilization where you're doing a walk and talk and it's too kind of all over the place, you can select this button here, go low, medium, or high, and it basically will take it from this to more like that. If you want to use a teleprompter, this one right here, this is one of our best ones. So if you select this here, again, you can go right to create new script. You can type in the title of the script, or you can just look for the script as you're scrolling to find the one that you want to do. This again is going to be your speed, scroll speed between 1 and 10. You can hit the play button here, see if you like that speed, if it works for you. If you find that you're searching for the words and looking down and not keeping your eyes at the top, I would increase the speed or move the guardrails up like this. Just slide it up. That way your eyes stay at the top where they should be and not down at the bottom. You also can adjust it landscape, and it will adjust right over that way if you want to record landscape. And if you want to do any editing to the script while you're just going through it, hit the pencil icon here, make your changes, and then click save. Now, if you do have an iPhone, auto track is an option. So if you select the gear icon to the left and select auto track and hit record, now you can do something like this. Cold calls are dead? Cute, real cute. Well, should be highlighting. Maybe I got a bug going on, but it will highlight it and it will move it as it goes. So you have that as an option as well. Now, another button over here is the folder button. So let's just say you recorded something outside of the Dubb mobile app, but you want to add that clip down here. Just go to the folder button here. It'll take you to your photo video area. Select the clip that you want and say, do you want to add clips? Yes. And it will drop it down in here. If you want to physically record what's on your screen, it's this button here. If you want to use filters, this one. So if you want to do black and white, skin smoothing, different kind of color gradations, just kind of bring it along and see which one you like. If you want to do picture in picture that I showed in the beginning, where it uses both cameras on your phone, it's this one right here. So if you select that here, shows what's in front of you, hit record, and again, you're able to move yourself around the screen. You can make yourself bigger, smaller, zoom into the background, whatever you'd like. It's pretty versatile. And then down the bottom, you have your virtual background. So you can screenshot whatever you'd like on your phone, go here, and then it drops it behind you, and you're able to have that as a virtual background. And when you're done and you're ready to merge all these clips into one video, select the blue button to the top right. It's going to merge all the clips together. And then you're going to have a finished copy on your phone of the finished video. And then you also can then save this multiple clips into Dubb by clicking the blue upload button. And that'll save it into the platform where you can access it anywhere. Now, the mobile app also has this as an option. So within the home area here, you'll see your video library right in here like this. So you're able to take a video and you're able to send it. So there's a big blue share video button right here. Click it here. There's a drop down. Click copy for email. It will copy it to your clipboard, then just paste it. You also can click copy for SMS. It'll copy to clipboard, paste it. You also can use the icons to the top right of this video. Square icon is email. Paper airplane icon is for SMS. Now, if you do have, let's say, from a CRM perspective or a third-party sender perspective, if you have companies that you have accounts with where you have your workflows and everything, and you really like them, and you want to keep them that way because you like them there, all you have to do is do this. So let's just say you have a HubSpot or you have a Salesforce or you have a Go High Level. Just come in here, and when you click share and send, there's a little advanced option, optimize for, and there's a little drop down of a big list of companies we have, or third-party centers and CRMs, where you can keep those if you want to, and then just add videos to them. Now, if you don't want to do that, like maybe you want to lower your tech stack, or you don't have a CRM, you can do this with Dubb. You can click CRM right over here. You can upload your contacts with a CSV file. You can do tasks, deals, and tags. You can do campaigns within Dubb, bulk email and SMS. You also can do automation where you can do workflows, email, and SMS. So that's part of our Pro Plus plan. With Dubb, you got Pro and Pro Plus. That's a big feature on Pro Plus is automation. So if you wanted to do drip sequences, like with Dubb, when you sign up to Dubb, I think it's a 12 email sequence that somebody gets, and we have new information each time. So that's a really cool thing to have. A lot of you that have other CRMs, if you're using those drip sequences, it's pretty neat. If you want to use Dubb for it, again, it would be Pro Plus, and those are automated workflows. And some of the best trainings we have on automation are in two spots. So down over to the right, there's this training right over here, this second link. There is Dubb Academy, which is a lot of videos on Dubb in terms of learning. that we have in here. But there are two that Darius, our co-founder, did on automation that are really good. This one right here, automation part one, this one, automation part two, which is really, really good if you want to know more about automations and workflows. You also, if you want more information about different things in Dubb, down at the bottom left, there's our little intercom system here. You can talk with the AI or with someone on our team, or you can do a keyword search in here. For instance, if I put in automations and workflows, you get an article and a video as well that's pretty detailed. You also can access Auto right here in the dashboard. You can ask Auto, hey Auto, how do I do automations? It's going to give you the support articles, the videos, it's going to explain it. But you can also ask Auto strategy questions. Hey, I'm in real estate. What are the best 5 videos I should be sending? And it will give you that information as well. You also can do AI writing within Dubb. So you either can do that here with Auto, say, hey, Auto, write me a script about this. Or you can go to the top right where it says AI Assistant over here to the right, and it opens up the AI writer right here, where you have a bunch of prompts in here you can choose from. You put your script description in here, you choose your length. An important part of the AI writing that we've added, though, is this little feature right here, this profile feature. So if I was in real estate and I worked with buyers and sellers, I would create a buyer profile and a seller profile. If I was at whatever industry I'm in, create those profiles. We talked about the preset landing pages, how you want to page for different parts of your audience. Do the same thing here. So when you create this profile, you're just answering questions about this part of your audience. And then you save it, and then the AI is educated on that part of your audience. So if I want to write a script, like an email script or something for a certain part of my audience, let's say it's sellers, right? I just come in here and I choose my seller audience. And then the AI is going to remember all those different details. And then you're able to submit it. You can have it read back to you in a voice. You can copy to a clipboard. You can import it to scripts. You have a number of options here. Now, from the perspective of AI in general, we have this new thing that we've added, and this is where it's at. Up here at the top with the red camera icon, select this here like we did earlier for our webcam. There's a little button here called prompt. If you select prompt, this is a little tutorial on how to do this. This gives you the ability to create AI videos on here within Dubb. So now there are certain types of videos you can create, and they're all listed here. Intro, hook, greeting, user-generated, commercial, and there's an example for each one of these. So for intro, I'll hit play here.
Are you ready to solve your biggest problem right now?
And then you can just choose the different ones. If I go to commercial,
every day begins somewhere with a choice.
so you have these choices in here. Then again, you can select your AI profile, right? Who's your audience? You can select that here so the AI remembers. And then for your video prompt, you can get very creative if you want to. You can get very detailed if you have a good vision in your mind. If you don't, you can do something like I'm going to say a shark swims up, because I always do shark, up to the camera and says, welcome to the training. Even if it was something very basic like this, right? Now, you can't add your own face, celebrities, or historical figures, any of that stuff. You can upload an image if you want to, that it can kind of frame in there and have on there. You can do landscape or portrait. You can do time durations between 4 and 12. Typically, the time durations will match what you've picked. So if you went with a commercial, it'll be on the 12 side. If you went with intro hook, then it's going to be on the 4-second side. And when you click generate concepts, it's going to give you 3 choices. You can select all 3 if you want to, or you can select 1 or 2, whatever you want. And then the AI will create those different examples. When they are created, you'll get an email that says, hey, your video is ready. And that video example will also show up in your video library. So it'll be right there ready for you to check out. So when it gives me the examples here, I'm going to choose 1 or 3. So you can click all 3. I'm just going to go with the top one here. Now you can go back and edit the prompt at this point, or if you click generate video, it's going to give you this little window here where it says generate another one, or go back to the dashboard while you're waiting. But when you do get the video, again, you get the email, and when I get it, this is what it would be like. I'll go to the shark one I have here. There it is. And this is it right here.
Welcome to the training.
And then you can play it back. It even gives it a little
existing client.
It even gives it a little internal title too, which is kind of funny. It says Predator Hook, so it automatically kind of gives it a name. But at the end of the day, it's really just about, in general, it's really about understanding who your audience is, whether it's one person or it's a group. How do I want to reach out with the tech? If I want to introduce myself to someone, well, that's great. Hold up the whiteboard, say hello from your webcam, or do a walk and talk when you're saying hi to someone. If you want to explain a market update or something, or you want to share a website or an article, put yourself in a bubble and point things out because it's really about your take on this thing, not just the topic that you want to share. If you want to do a social media post, record something in Dubb, download the MP4, upload it to the platform. Let someone know, hey, if you want to know more, click the pinned comment below and you can have a Dubb link sit right there. And then it goes to a Dubb page. So it's really about isolating audience, point of reaching out, what's the technology I want to use to record that. And that's really, especially when you're first starting to use the platform, it's really deciding, do I do a lot of webcam videos? And once you make that decision, you can send those over to us for feedback if you want. I'll put this in the chat right now. Feedback at Dubb. You can send us that right away and we can give it a review. Um, in terms of the different topics weekly that we do, so it's kind of like a TV lineup. So every Tuesday, we have founder coaching. That's with Ruben and Darius, the founders of Dubb, 11:30 a.m. PST. And we'll drop the link in the chat here. If you don't mind dropping that in there. That's if you're part of our Pro Plus plan. So if you're part of Pro Plus, they have their own curriculum. There's a little form you can fill out called Open Mic, where they can give you advice in and out of the platform. And then also on Wednesdays, we have a real estate focused webinar that Darius leads. That's all real estate focused. And then on Thursday, we have our Dubb Partner program strategy meeting. And Dubb Partners is this. So let me just show you here. Dubb Partners inside the dashboard here, down to the left where it says referrals. If you click apply now, this is our referral program. We call it Dubb Partners. So you can earn a 30% recurring commission on anyone that subscribes to Dubb through that referral link that is generated. If you ever have people that you want us to come in and pitch to, like you have a group of people together, let us know. You can invite people into this training here, dubb.com/T. So we're really supportive of our partners. And if you're already on a paid account with Dubb, you get 4, 5, 6 people, you got a free account, which is really great. So it's kind of a win-win situation. Okay, so Ina, what do we have? Anything in there? Did we get our questions and answers looked at? Let's see. What do we got, Ina? Let's see. Questions wise, let me go through it right now. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Ina, did we get to most of those in there? Do you know? If you can hear me okay, Ina?
I think I think you addressed everything like for cat how do s- how to show slides in
Mhm.
my videos. I think you covered that already.
Mhm.
Um Ayad has a question about the workflow. So it's basically we just have a like you can do like automatic workflow like in email drip sequences like multiple different emails with delays in between. So you could do that just to give a follow-up. So that's super applicable when it comes to that follow-ups. And then the eventuality is if there's also an if then branches in there if the recipient of the email like click a button or watch the whole video, then you can remove them from the workflow, things like that. It's kind of complicated a little bit, but it's once you have said it, then you can forget it. Darius, our co-founder, is the one who helps with when it comes to the automation. It's part of the Pro Plus plan, so we
Mhm.
highly recommend that you check that as well.
Yeah, and there's great
Um,
learnings in the Dubb Academy on that. Darius has really two good videos. If you go to Dubb support on YouTube and put in Dubb automations, Darius has done quite a few videos on that, explaining workflows and setups from the general concept of how to do it. But if you are part of Pro Plus, you have that ability to get with the team and really get specific with them on the workflows, and they can help you set all that up. So. Um, Let's see. I saw David had a question. Can I create a video for LinkedIn that my admin can apply to different profiles? Meaning I can create it once. She applies it to different profiles. Yeah, David, absolutely. Every Dubb account has an admin that you can add. You probably just want the admin maybe to come in here, learn Dubb a little bit. But you absolutely, that's a great use case for using Dubb Narrator, which is you recording a video one time, or whatever the videos you want to record. They're in the library, and then the assistant or the admin can take your video, use Dubb Narrator, pull up someone's profile, and just put it on top of the different profiles. Does that make sense, David? If you can hear me all right?
Hang on one sec. I had uh I had my headphones in and I took them out and it just muted everything.
Oh, got it. Okay, so you saw me going like this.
Now I don't hear you. One sec.
Yeah. Oh, he doesn't hear me at all. Okay. Let's see. The answer to that question is yes. So maybe if we can type that in there. Let's see. David, if you watch the recording back here, the answer is yes. You can do that. Record something once, put it on different profiles, Dubb narrator with the Dubb desktop app.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So let's see. Do we have anything else?
Sorry,
Cost-wise, Elsa. So we do have our two packages, our Pro and our Pro Plus. Let's see. I think you dropped that in there, right, Ina? Yep. Okay, perfect. We can go through that. Real estate link looks like it wasn't working there. I guess we'll have to resend that. Is Auto Track available for iOS? What about Android? So it's not available for Android yet, unfortunately, the Auto Track. And then it is available for iPhone though, for iOS. Hopefully someday Androiders can have that. Let's see. Do I see anything else in here? So, Jules, I saw your question. Does this include a website? Yeah, that would actually be the preset landing pages that we talked about. So, when someone clicks on the video, they're brought to that preset landing page where they see your playlist, your AI assistant, your buttons below there. So, yes, it's a preset little mini landing page that you get right there that gets created with the video. Yep. And then the difference between Auto and Ava. So Auto is that AI guide in the middle of the board that you can ask any question to in and out of the platform. Ava is the AI creating videos where you create AI videos. That's the difference. Auto is a guide that can answer a lot of stuff. Ava actually creates the different AI videos that we showed, whether it's intro, commercial, hook, whatever you decide. David, I saw you have your hand up. Let's see. Let's see if you're able to unmute.
Sorry about that. I took my headphones out and it all just went blank.
Hmm.
So if I was on the desktop app
Mhm.
creating the video for LinkedIn,
Yeah.
I saw where I'm like creating it over someone's profile, but how do I just create it without putting it on someone's profile?
Yeah, just the video itself.
Yeah.
What you do is you can either record it from the webcam. So if you're inside, it's really just a choice at that point. Do you want to record from the mobile app or, whatever? Like you can do this. If you want to keep it really basic, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Just come in here, go to the top, hit the red camera icon. That opens up the webcam like this. And then you
Mhm.
can use your, did you see the part where I was holding up the hook with the message,
Right.
right? So you record that video here, you save it into Dubb. So then all you do is you go to the LinkedIn here, you find the person's profile, or if your admin was doing it, and then you just come in here to the desktop app, open it up here, desktop app, click narrator video right here.
Uh-huh.
Let's pretend that this is the video, right, that you recorded. Select it there. And then just click the little drop down here I would go custom just to frame this, how you want to
Mhm.
frame the background. And then all you have to do is just hit record, and then the admin person can move you around while you're talking, scroll, whatever you want the action to be. And then you just save it. And then you have that video. And then you just
Okay.
send it out to the person.
And I could do it on the desktop app as well, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm using right here, desktop app. For
Okay.
this, for Dubb Narrator is desktop app. Pre-recorded videos is desktop app. If you want to do it real quick from the browser,
No, I want to do it from the desktop app. I'm just going to kind of get that one down,
yeah,
and then I'll play with the other ones. But
yeah,
it's a little more challenging for me when I'm going back and forth between mobile and desktop and
yeah.
browser. So I'm
Well,
just
what you can do is just the idea of just recording. I mean, you could just sit here and record that video from your mobile and just save it, and then just take that video from the desktop app and put it inside the bubble. So you can record however you want to record yourself. Any video that's in the video library can be put in a bubble on top of anything with Dub
okay.
Narrator. Yep.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, and send it over to feedback if you want, David, when you're playing with it. We can give you feedback. Um, okay, let's see. Do we have anything else from anyone from today? Anybody? Anything on anybody's mind? Okay, great. Well, everybody, thank you so much for coming in. We will be here. Ian and I will be here tomorrow. And happy Wednesday. Hope everyone's had a good week so far. Keep clicking record. And if you want any feedback, send it over to feedback at Dubb and we can give it to you. All right, everybody. Thanks, Ina. Bye, everyone.